Welcome my dear student friends. So in this video I am going to share some of the important points of teaching models. It is unit number 2 in the pedagogy of physical science. This is an interesting unit that there are different varieties of models are provided in this unit and how it will give some part of ideas for a better learning to student teachers. In that way, we will discuss some important points in this unit. First, before starting the lesson, we should know about what is teaching models. So, the teaching models is nothing but approaches. We have to give a quality teaching with the help of different approaches, and as well as we need to get a good knowledge with the help of different teaching models. So in that way, teaching models can take part as a very major role to provide quality teaching learning situations. So move on to that. We have to look at the first and foremost important teaching model is Bloom's mastery learning. So this is a very important concept. In the semester 1 itself we discussed about Bloom's taxonomy under the three categories of cognitive, affective and psychomotor. Here we have to know certain higher concept of mastery learning. So first we have to know what is mastery learning. So mastery learning is an instructional approach that emphasizes deep understanding and mastery in skills through professional learning and continuous assessment. So with the help of some instructional approaches and with the help of a deep understanding, we have to make ourselves more skilled and we have to make our personalized learning. So in that way, we need to concentrate on the learning styles. That is what in the beginning I expressed, it is approaches. So here I mentioned that we have to focusing the learning with the help of small concepts, all small sequential steps. For that we may use the concept of SMART, such as measurable, achievable, relevant and time bound. So what should measurable, achievable, relevant and time bound is nothing but the objectives. So without learning objectives, there must be no a proper output based education. So for that we have to frame the objectives. So if we want to frame the proper objectives, we must know the concept of mastery learning. And here I want to share some of the importance of mastery learning and some of the important points related to mastery learning. First one is clear learning objectives. So this is nothing but whenever we start learning, we should be clear with the specific objectives. Without objectives, the learning will not take place. Because if we create or construct an objective related to the content, then we have to move on to that and finally we have to achieve it. So this may be followed with the help of assessment. The next one is individualized pace. That is nothing but allow the students to progress at their own pace. So we must provide opportunities to our students and we have give more learning situations to our students to promote them. The next one is formative assessment. It is nothing but frequent assessments that educators can provide targeted feedback to the students and to overcome their struggles in their learning. So that is another important factors of mastery learning. Then learning resources is also another important concept of mastery learning. It is nothing but providing textbooks, online materials, multimedia content, interactive tools. Say now itself I am preparing YouTube videos for the students because of these things. See, we have to provide different varieties of learning resources to our students to strengthen their learning. The next one is adaptive instructions. So individual needs and progress of each student. So whenever we give learning situations to our students, we always consider the individual learning. If we consider that, automatically overall learning may increase. If the overall learning may increase, the strength of learning of the whole class may increase. Then feedback and re-meditation. Say, which means it's nothing but teachers provide feedback to students' performance in a formative assessment. Which means we have to remeditate in the sense of we have to give another opportunity to come over their failures or slow learning. And the next important point is summative assessment. So whether the learners or students can attain the constructive specific objectives or not, that may be tested with the help of mastery learning. Then reassessment opportunity, that is another important point we must know about the Bloom's mastery learning, such as if the students can able to achieve in a single task, then we will provide a second opportunity or another opportunity. With that, they can again do the same process and they try to success in that. Then last one is positive reinforcement. That is very important in mastery learning. If we give positive reinforcement to our students, automatically their learning strategies may be improved. That is what the SMART. So the objectives of the lesson, it should ensuring the measurable component and achievable component, relevant component and time bound component. So move to the next. It assesses the students' understanding of each objectives using formative assessment such as quiz, concepts maps and discussions. So these are all some of the highlights of the Bloom's mastery learning. So in that, as I already discussed in the title of mastery learning and its importance, we have to give a support to help student teachers master of each objective before moving to the next objective. So that is the important concepts the Bloom's mastery learning may takes place. So first we have to complete the objective of first step, like simple to complex. If we complete the first task of simple step, then we have to move on to the second step of complex concepts. And finally, we have to encourage self-reflection and goal setting to foster the growth mindset to promote continuous improvement. So this is the important concept we must understand with the help of Bloom's mastery learning. We have to promote continuous improvement. We are not supposed to provide a single improvement or single step improvement. We try to provide as a teachers step-by-step improvement among our students. So this is some of the highlighted points of Bloom's mastery learning, and with this we have to discuss some of the basic ideas of models of teaching. It is nothing but approaches. So one thing I must be clear with you all that all these models of teaching will lead to a deeper learning among us or among the students. So with this, I can able to conclude the part 1 video of models of teaching. Again, we have to continue with the next model of teaching in another video. Thank you.